So are you doing an interview with Mini Leaks? I didn't know Mini Leaks did interviews, bro.
I didn't know many leaks did interviews either. uh, but big shouts out to many leaks. But are they talking about someone else?
I think they're talking about Ocran Leaks.
Oh, so people think that mini leak is Ocran Leaks? Oh, you never know.
We've addressed it a million times.
You never know. You know what? I did see the video. Well, I didn't see the Patreon side of it. I'm gonna watch it later. But yeah, I'd love to. He's probably the most authentic channel there is after the Shy Ill channel. I have to say that, right, Shy?
Yeah, you
Um,
have to. Say it again, as a matter of fact.
yeah, but I would love to, man. I would tell you, I'm a subscriber to his channel, and I think he tells real story. He's always right on point. He has great insights and has a lot of great information and real stories. So, yeah, I would love to do that channel and do the interview. I think that people probably get surprised because he probably knows a bunch of things that are important that I wouldn't even have considered. Because he has a lot of insight and a lot of inside information. So I think it would be a great interview.
Yo, twin, quit playing. When is the TV series coming out? We're all waiting on episode one.
Oh man, you know what? I've learned, and I think Shy know you know a little bit more about this than even me, probably Shy. But it takes a while. There's like it's don't forget it's a business. It's a lot of politics, but I think we're moving closer and closer. I think that we're at a point where it's either gonna happen or it's not, but it's more likely leaning towards gonna happen. Hopefully, I'm hoping that we'll get something by the end of the year next year, where we'll actually be able to either see the first episode or basically they'll have the announcement for the first episode. So, um, that'd be great.
You gotta, when you're working on a project like that in a TV show and you're behind the scenes, the progress happens and you're excited about it, right? But if people on the outside looking in, they don't see that progress. They don't see those small steps happening, and it really takes a long time. It's not an easy task. It's millions of dollars worth of moving parts and business and lawyers and paperwork and bullshit. So, be patient. You guys got the podcast. We're still in the works for the documentary, right, Jay?
Yeah, we're still in the works of the documentary. Hopefully that'll be out soon. I mean, you just never know what could happen, but again, it's a business, and I'm hoping that that'll be out before the summer. So that's something to look forward to as well. And I do want to say, look, I'm gonna share some insight. We were like, I think that we had worked hard on the scripted show, and the one thing I do admire and I do respect when it comes to 50, that 50 heard it, Shy 50 heard the first couple drafts,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, nah, this ain't it, and he literally fired the writers. Um, so I think that kind of shows his commitment to making sure that he puts out something that's worth putting out, I guess, and authentic and great. And so we had to kind of start all over. So um, regardless, I'm confident in some of the stories we're going to be able to put out, and I'm looking forward to it. So
I think that's important. You need somebody that's gonna scrutinize that shit.
yeah, and somebody who has the courage and balls to not say, well, we invested this much time and this much effort, and let's keep going. And I'm glad that he basically wasn't scared to start all over. So that says a lot about him. So big shouts out to 52. So
Salutes. All right. Yuck TV said I have some friends from Sinaloa, and they see Mencho as a good guy, and the Chapitos as bad guys. I'm confused about this. Can you explain?
are your friends in the game?
Mm.
I mean, maybe it's because Mencho is from Jalisco or in Michoacan. We have to go ask those people from Jalisco, Michoacan, what they think about Mencho. Part of the people who have those opinions about Chapitos, it might be because they live there, they see their day-to-day actions and stuff like that. So that could be it. I To be honest with you, it's like I'm gonna be biased, and I shouldn't say this, especially with my background, but um, you were basically telling me like who's the lesser evil in this situation. Most cartel leaders, they're very selfish, and it's all about them. and you're basically saying who's good and who's not out the group. So I think they both, both groups do a lot more harm than any type of good for their own well-being. And I'm stating this because drug trafficking doesn't have to be, you know, that violent, and it's the reason why, it was easy for me to walk away from that life, because it wasn't just about business. It's a lot about politics and personal feelings. And so, yeah, I don't think there's like a more innocent person in those three. That's for sure.
Did you have any white boys moving weight on your team?
ATL, bro, I see you. Man, Chai, bro, I'll be honest with you. I got a complaint for you, man. ATL Plumber been trying to get this question answered
Yeah,
forever.
we weren't gonna answer it in the comments, right? We're gonna answer it on the live stream. So now
So
here
big
he
shout
is
out
on
to
the
you,
live
bro.
stream. Here I am on the live stream, and here you are on the live stream. Now, if you and ATL Plumber want to do some plumbing, we can send y'all asses to the bathroom. But
ATL Plumber, man.
but I
What's up?
know he has
But
been
yeah,
very consistent with this. He has been very consistent. He's been in the comments, so
yeah,
salutes to him. He got our engagement up, and now he got his question answered.
yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you something. This ain't no race thing. Yeah, we had, white dudes, black dudes, Hispanic dudes, Asian dudes, Muslim dudes. Yeah, we had them in the team. We had a couple of really good dudes. So yeah, well, no discrimination. So Um, I know that that's the thing that people think because you have to be a certain race. Not for us, not for that never been a thing, and especially when it came to race. But I know I'm guessing that you want to know because of because of your background. But yeah, we had a couple white guys that were part of the team.
Velez Fourway said, Jay, what's your thoughts on the pizzas and the CJNG creating the FEU?
What's the FEU, bro?
Oh, so recently the rumor is, we don't know this to be true or not, but the rumor is that there's been an alliance between the Chapisas and the CJNG, and that they are now called the basically Special Forces Union.
Well, I believe, I don't know about the name, but yeah, I believe that I 100% believe that that happened. Um, it's again, it's just what the life is. I know for many people might be like that's kind of hard to believe, but you know they go wherever they benefit, some way somehow. And don't forget, these are the people that kidnapped them, and they're still gonna make alliance with them, and it's just part of what it is. So Alfredo and Ivan were actually raised, I think, born and raised in Guadalajara, and so was a lot of those associates that come from Mencho's crew, and Mencho and them themselves spend most of their time in Guadalajara. So they have so much known, and there's so much like family stuff, and like I guess friendships there. So that's why things like that happen. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. And again, it's just they'll be friends until they're not.
Yeah,
So,
that's
so
real
I do
deep.
believe someone's gonna lose from there. Um,
Someone's
I
gonna
do,
lose from there.
yeah, for sure they're gonna lose some way somehow, because I do believe it happened. I just think that if it's Mentor or whoever it is running that organization, like to put the basically to add pressure and put a magnifying glass on them, because the Chapitos and right now are the target, I think, for law enforcement as well as los Mayitos. So especially for American government. So I think that in the fact that he basically aligned himself with them right now kind of shows that he probably has no fear, or probably feeling the same type of pressure. But I do believe that eventually they'll turn on each other.
Shout out Bustown BC. He said, who do you think will emerge as the ultimate power in Mexico?
I think it's gonna be a new organization that you probably don't hear about. That's not gonna be well known. It's not gonna have a nickname. A cartel.
Just some kind of alliance that happens,
I think
or
it's gonna be those breakaway people that are hiding right now in the basements, in the field, somewhere else. They're gonna understand that it's not paying off to associate with themselves.
can you talk to them about that? About how many people are probably hiding right now on all sides
Oh
of it?
man, yeah, same. I want to say this, like, look, you go talk about when all those gangsters leave the comments about that we were too scared to be in Mexico. Like, look, man, they have open invitations. Anyone wants to go, they'll give you the rifle, they'll give you the chaleco. Go fight, go. Because I'll tell you something. What you see right now in Sinaloa, there are really affiliates of the cartels, and you guys know this all around Mexico. Trust me, they're hiding. They're hiding in a ranch, an apartment somewhere, in cities you've never heard of, because they're terrified of what's going on. And you're getting a glimpse of what it is, because best believe that that fighting that's going on there is one part of it, but then you have a whole different, large cells, basically, with a list of people that are being hunted all over the country. Uh, so it's not fun. So for all those people who comment about us being scared, like, it's funny. I heard you the other day by chance, Shy. You were arguing about bodies and this and that. So I don't get it. So are we, the soft, nerds or soft little bitches, right? Whatever they call us, or we're the gangsters? Which one is it, man? Because I can't win. Which one is it, Shy?
Right. So if you don't got the bodies, you damned, and if you got the bodies, you damned. So which one
Yeah.
is it?
So, oh, you soft dude, you couldn't make it, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, that's bull. I know they have bodies. You get me? And then, if I did, they'd be like, oh, look at what you did. It's like,
Right.
I get it, right? It's what the public is. But I will tell you this: for all you people, like, nah, I'm sure there's gonna be some other people, but man, you know, just to understand that I'm not glorifying that, but that was my life. That's the only life I knew. So when people come up and tell me about, oh, you weren't built for this and you should have chose, like, man, you don't know my story. You know what I'm saying? When you guys were playing with fucking cars and in your diapers still, I was already getting trained, to do this. There's a big difference. So